They were calling me to delete. I said, sorry, you have gone against my uncle. Davido says Senate President Akpabio called him during Oshunpo. Okay now. The Afrobeat star Davido, popularly known as Davido, has said that senior political and business figures contacted him during the Osun State governorship election, asking him to take down a social media post and that he refused. The singer spoke in an interview with News Central on Tuesday in Osun State, days after the re-election of his uncle, Governor Ademola Adeleke. Describing what happened as results came in, the singer said he had been following the uploads closely. When the election started, the results were being uploaded every 30 minutes. It's about 3,700 polling units. When it got to 3 to 5 hours, I already knew what was going on, he said. They were trying to, how are you going to manipulate? Okay, let's add votes. When you are losing by 60,000 to 70,000 votes, it's kind of hard to manipulate that. He said the calls followed. I heard the Senate President was trying to call the coalition center, and that's like my godfather. He was calling me, they were calling me to delete. I said, sorry, you guys have literally just gone against my uncle. You guys have seen this man. I can't delete anything. He said the request also came from within his own family. My uncle called me to delete. I said, Uncle, I'm only deleting until I make an announcement. I'm not going to delete anything. Stubborn boy. He described another girl who responded publicly. That one too retweeted me saying that I should focus on my music. I said, well, politics is not a job, Abina. He continued, so he said, let us focus on our politics. See, that's the mentality. Let us focus on our politics. The singer made a claim about the scale of spending in the contest. I just confirmed today they spent 110 billion naira. He said, I'm coming from somewhere where we had an insider that was sending us. If you see the cash that these people brought in. He said how such he believes was at stake. If they are gotten away with that election, Nigeria is finished. Because the blueprint will not be for election, violence. Only way is violence and money. And I'm telling you, that is what they want to make the blueprints. In fact, that has always been the blueprint. Of his own side, he said, we didn't spend a dime on election day. All we could do is just pray that these people take their money and vote for us. Addressing what he described as a generational shift, the singer said, you guys are getting old. Now your children go so far. He got to a point where it was the Osun that we were beating the people that we were trying to seize. People are tired. And they should be very scared. Yes, they should be scared. He drew a lesson for office holders. My uncle should be an example to all other government officials, governors. When you stand by the people will stand by you, and it's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. You don't need to do too much before Nigerians will say, we have voted for this person. But you are not doing anything for us. You are not even making a move. You are not seeing any reform that you claim that you are doing. Yet you still want to force yourself on us the second time. It will not happen now. If you are doing well, you don't need to canvass for votes. You don't need to be bribing people to vote for you. You don't need to go violent so that you can rig your way in. It doesn't make any sense. If you stand by the people will stand by you. Yes, people trooped in from different places to vote for Osun State Governor Adeleke. People from Osun State that were not living in Osun State, they came back to their hometown to vote because of Adeleke. People really like him. People really love him in the state. And they fought to make sure that their governor was the one that still got second term. And that's how it should be. Not that you want to force yourself in by force by fire when you did not do anything. The singer also addressed calls for him to apologize to the Edo State Governor, Akpabio, if I hear, over his close displaying what appeared to be the governor's West African Examination Council. I'm not going to apologize. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just telling people of the state the results their governor has. And they even himself, he said, they already know the Akpabio results now. Everybody can see the results. His videos are everywhere of where he could not mention figure and everything. So why should he be apologizing of what is already online? I don't get it. Why should he be apologizing? apologized, because you defended the post by reference to what preceded it. Yes, and you left your state, you came to another state. You came in and then started talking that my uncle is a dancer. It's not serious. Yes, Babolo is not serious. You want to come and bully somebody in his own state. Meanwhile, they cannot come to your own state without collecting permission. You continue to the road to your government house is not done. My uncle is not serious. First of all, you were not even elected, you were selected. Yeah, you don't even know what it means to win an election. That's why you could go there and talk. You think I said he felt for the governor's family. I feel so bad for his kids because you see what my dad is doing, yeah? You're abusing the sitting governor in his own state. He also remarked on the governor's arrangement while in the state, saying a whole governor staying in a hotel, walking around like he closed with a warning. In fact, finish your 3 years, we'll visit you when it's time for you to get re-elected. Okay, now. The controversy began when a Edo governor campaigning in Osun for the All Progressive Congress candidate, Bola Oyebamji, mocked the Osun governor over his fondness for dancing. That Akpabio, don't mind him. It's very silly, very, very silly. Ojuanwa just says all the critics and those asking Davido to apologize quickly forgot that God's anointing of killing Goliath is still upon David. On Monday, D7 of Edo State is a public servant, and nothing is wrong displaying his D7 by results. Whether he visited or not, all should be x-rayed and nothing to apologize. In fact, it deserves mass mobbing by the people for going there to caricature and abuse a sitting governor. You can imagine. Who even senior him? APC to view Nigerians is a cancer and should be distanced from by everybody. I'm telling you, you left your state. You went because you want to support APC. You don't get sense. That's why I be shouting. This state is for Tinubu. 15 million votes. They talk like mumu for there. And CNBC says these clowns. Why should Davido apologize to Akpabio? Because he published his very poor result. Akpabio, knowing that he has skeleton in his cupboard, keeps looking for trouble. Do you get? He has everything to hide, but tries to be smart when he's actually dumb and very dumb. The dumbest governor ever. I've not seen a governor that is as dumb as Akpabio. When they had better candidates, then during the election, what's the name of that man? Asoe Gadulo. What's the name of that second man? Well-educated people that can talk well, that knows what to do. They go put this one, Bantue governor. I beg. Maybe don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.